Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. I will be using my personalized deck for today for November 12th. Right now the time for me is 10:31 a.m. So I hope you guys are having a good day so far today. Okay, we are in the middle of this week. I'm kind of glad we are in the middle of this week because I'm not going to lie to you. Just want winter to be done. Like, I know it just started. I'm gonna be one of those people. I'm not complaining. I just am a West Indian Canadian girly who loves the beach, who loves the sun, and who loves the water. Okay? And I know my ancestors are hating me right now and wondering, girl, why are you living in this cold country? That's because I need the monies, okay? I need the monies to go somewhere overseas, okay? All jokes aside though, literally though, it's not that bad, okay? I just like heat, okay? I like warmth. I like being able to wear a t-shirt and some pants or shorts or whatever, not feeling like a bear, bundling up like an Eskimo, ready to go, sledding with my huskies outside or something, okay? I really do feel like I'm not meant for this cold. Anybody who's from like another country resonates with this, okay? I'm born here and I will still never get accustomed to the weather here, okay? I feel so bad for people who live in like Alberta, okay? I'm not even gonna complain right now. I feel bad for people who live in Alberta because don't you guys have to charge your vehicles? Is that still a thing? I don't know. And some of you guys get snowed in too. No. Okay, that's not right. Okay, so, and it's the fact that also the leaves are still on the tree and it started snowing. So there's something going on with the weather. And Mother Nature is she's tired of us, okay? Mother Nature is so sick of us right now. Anyways, let's get started, guys. Let's get started, guys. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for November 12th? What do they need to know for November 12th, please? And also, I was going to say to you guys that I don't really talk about retrogrades and things like that, but I found this app, right, that that it kind of tells you when these retrogrades and things are happening, right? And I think maybe what I'll do is I'll kind of look into it a little bit more deeper and see if I can do my own research. As you guys know, I like to make notes about a lot of things. So sometimes I use my notes when I do my readings. I don't really have like a computer. Like I have my notes like this, right? So for some of you guys, like I like to use my notes. I like to make it colorful and make it vibrant so that I can give you guys certain things. And again, I sit down and I write down everything. So I don't like using copy and paste type of information. Like I like to, it's very tedious, but at the same time, it's also me learning and also sharing that knowledge that I'm learning to give to you guys as well. So again, nerd things, okay? I like being nerdy in that sense, not in a bad way or negative way. I just like to learn and I like to make notes and write things down. And I feel like it's better that way, okay? Guys, AI is popular, okay? And a lot of people don't realize this, but it's the future, but at the same time, it's also remembering that you can't really trust it. Not all the information that you get from AI is accurate, and that is why I like Google. Google is my friend. I can research, I can write notes, and then I can also backtrack and see where that source is from, or kind of dive in more deeper when it comes to like looking in books and things like that, okay? So just a FYI, I will start doing that moving forward, but I still need to do some homework when it comes to retrogrades. When it comes to the moon cycle, that's easy breezy cover girl for me because I'm a Cancer, but when it comes to retrogrades, I just want to go more in depth, more information on why that retrograde is happening, how it affects us as a collective, and what steps to take, right? So anyways, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What messages do you have for the collective at this time when they see this? Please give the collective clear, concise messages whenever they see this video, please, and thank you. What do they need to know at this time, please? Okay, so this wanted to fly out. There's something happening in one day, okay? You guys could be finding out information in about one day, or something could be happening one day from, you know, the time you see this video. But please take what resonates with you at this time. Okay, so Spirit is saying to stop and wait. There's something that you guys are stopping and thinking about first before taking action, okay? So this could be, like I said, in one day. Something could be happening where you could be wanting to take action, but Spirit is saying not to take action right now, okay? South Node energy wanted to show up. Okay, when it comes to like your karmic past, lessons that you needed to learn or overcome, fears that you needed to overcome could be very significant. There's something about Taurus and Gemini energy that's significant. So there's something about May. May could be very significant, or there's something about Taurus energy and Gemini energy that could resonate for some of you guys. For some of you guys, this could be the moon cycle too, but I didn't get a chance to check. But when it comes to grounding yourself and being adaptable, when it comes to communication, that could be confirmation for some of you guys. Yeah, so entrepreneurship is very significant, okay? And even when it comes to like grounding, like I said, your physical energy. So something to do with sports could be very significant. Some of you guys could be maybe wanting to work out. So some of you guys may enjoy, you know, basketball or, you know, swimming, volleyball, running. Especially if you have a gym that you normally go to, you can play basketball if they have a court, right? But if you're in Canada and it's cold outside, how are you playing basketball outside? It's cold. So so joining a gym is very significant. Also, some of you guys who are trying to be entrepreneurs, there's something about you maybe working out or being someone who likes nutrition, the body, the mind, the soul. That could be confirmation as well for somebody, okay? You could be short, or this could be like distance as well, and stability. There is something about a short distance, okay? Pluto energy could be very significant when it comes to transformations, okay? Deaths, right? So renewals, so something to do with you being grounded, okay? Or being close to earth, right? Laying on the floor could be very significant. Like, you know how sometimes we lay in our beds? And sometimes when we lay in our beds, you know, depending on how soft the bed is, you may sink into the bed. There's something about someone sleeping on the floor, okay? And every time you sleep on the floor, it's almost like it grounds you, right? Or just laying on the ground, right? Some people think that you need to go outside in nature, lay in the grass all the time. No, it's all about intention. So even just laying on the ground and grounding yourself is significant, okay? It's almost like an energetic reset. Okay, some of you guys, when it comes to taking action, like I said, Mars energy, some of you guys are entrepreneurs, okay? So again, when it comes to taking action, starting and growing and building your own business, that could be very significant at this time for some of you. Okay, I did said Taurus energy was very significant. So like I said, some of you guys may have Mars in Taurus, or you may have Pluto in Taurus, or Gemini in Taurus. Gemini in Pluto. But there is something about taking action and how you take action. Some of you guys, Mars in Taurus. So because Mars is a very fast-paced type of energy, you having Taurus placements in Mars is actually helping you, because Mars is like this. But because Taurus is like this, because Mars is like this and you're like this, you are able to pick up on certain things that other people don't pick up because you're slower. You may know that the Mars sign is going like this, right? So someone who has like a Mars in Aries, woo child, that's like times 10. Like your energy is just like dun, 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 dun. Literally. Somebody who has a Virgo in Mars, Taurus in Mars, Capricorn in Mars, it's almost like this. Slow and steady wins the race, right? So because of this energy, you're able to pick up on certain things. You're still moving fast, but in your own term, if that makes sense, okay? So a lot of people think that Taurus is slow, okay, in this type of, you know, placement, but in actuality, it's benefiting you. So anybody who has Mars in Taurus, hey boo. Okay. So, Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective, please? Yeah, so Heated Blanket wanted to show up. Okay, this is about comfort, nurturing, renewal. For some of you guys, coffee or tea. So, duality is very significant. This is yin yang energy. For some of you guys, the Hermit card is very significant. You guys are going into introspection at this moment. So, obviously, take what resonates. Fire element, so vitality, willpower. Hot climates is very significant. And it's funny, I joked about this earlier before the reading started too. I joked about it being cold and it's winter time and wanting to be on a beach. So for some of you guys, living in a hot country or living in a warm climate is very significant. For some of you guys, maybe moving somewhere warm might help your business, for whoever I'm speaking with. Okay, but fall wanted to show up. Okay, so for some of you guys, when it comes to release, harvesting, transitions, right now you guys are in the energy of releasing and letting go, okay, during this fall season. And that could be anything. And all my messages have been like that because of the season that we're in. So until we move into winter season, you're going to start seeing messages more about introspection, stillness, going within, journaling, understanding yourself more in depth, right? There's something about fall energy that's very significant when it comes to releasing, okay? You guys could be of the ages of 20 to 30. This could be a cycle that you guys closed out. Okay, and then we also have here commitment. So there's somebody that you guys could be either there's a marriage or a commitment, or there's something about a proposal. Somebody could be wanting to maybe work with you when it comes to business. That could be something that you guys are kind of stopping and waiting to see first, because just because someone wants to work with you does not mean that it will align with you. Your visions and their visions might be different. For some of you guys, working alone might be best for you. Okay, obviously take what resonates with that, but not everybody is meant to work with other people, okay? Some people are meant to work on their own, right? So even when it comes to starting your own business, especially if it comes to sports, for some of you guys, if you guys were, you know, working with other people, like at the gym, doing content when it comes to working out, talking about the mind, body, soul, and also talking about nutrition, okay? What's good for your body, what's not good for your body. It's so funny though, because when I see sports, I think of, I remember back in the day, like I knew someone, right? And I mentioned to them, I'm like, hey, don't you think protein shakes or these protein powders that you guys are using, don't you think that's like bad for you? Don't you think that's not good for your body? And it's funny. A lot of times people who do certain things, they think that they know more than you, okay? I may not go to the gym like that. I may not be a gym head or a gym rat or, you know, whatever the term is, right? But I do have discernment. So when I look at things that are either powdered or pre-made and it's not made from scratch or originally from the person, I assume that there's chemicals in that, okay? And especially if you're somebody who works out and you take a lot of protein powder, shakes, and all that kind of stuff, it's not good for you. And I remember saying that to somebody, and oh, I was chewed up and spit out, like, oh, you know, that energy, like, oh, like, what do you know, right? And then years later, I find out that there was an article, or even the news was talking about how it's bad for you. And I actually sat there and was like, wow, imagine that. I mean, just because I don't do what you do doesn't mean I don't have a little knowledge in what it is that you do. That's another thing that people are very mistaken with you, is just because you don't do what they do, they think that you're dumb, or they think that you don't know anything. And it's like, I know more than you, okay? And I don't even do what you do. Do you know what you know? So that could be confirmation for somebody. Even when it comes to height differences, you could be shorter than someone else. So say you as the viewer, you're the one that's short and there's someone taller than you. This could be masculine or feminine. You could be shorter than them. You could be younger than them. You could be shorter than them. And you could be the one that's telling them, hey, I think we should do this, or I think this, or I think this would be a great idea, or this would be good for our business, or blah, 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 blah. And this person is just like, nah. Okay, Mars energy also is ruled by Aries and also Scorpio. So again, some of you guys could have Aries and Scorpio placements in your chart. You don't have to, but like I said, when it comes to taking action, right, that's the energy that I'm picking up. Working out and taking care of your body, doing things the old school way is resonating for somebody in the collective. Even for example, and I'm using this as an example, I remember back in the day too when my dad used to work out, okay? He's an Aries. Okay, he's long passed away, but he's an Aries, right? I used to watch him. He would have his workout station, okay? And on his workout station, he had everything. He had dumbbells, he had his weights, he had everything, okay? He had his station because he hated dealing with other people. He was a business person too, but he hated dealing with people, okay? He loved being in his own energy. So having your own workout at home, like building your own workout session at home is significant for some of you. Even when it comes to creating content at home, when it comes to working out in the body, that's also confirmation as well, okay? Finding a space or a sacred place that you can go to do your workouts and videos, content, whatever it is that you're creating. And also for somebody else that resonates with this message too is the natural way when it comes to like working out and not taking like powdered, product and things that are pre-made is what he used to do is egg. Back in the day, protein powders and all that stuff was just like whatever. He would crack an egg, put it in a glass, drink that. Okay? What's that saying? Yuck. That is gross, okay? I was his daughter and I looked at him like, ew, brother, ew. That is so nasty. And guess what? It worked for him. It gave him the protein, it gave him the nutrients that he needed, okay? Did I think it was gross? Of course I did. It was slimy, it was gross, it's raw egg. And then it's not the same as like, well, someone might fight me in the comments and say, well, you eat mayonnaise, but still, I don't have to see it raw. Like, so that could be confirmation when it comes to, some of you guys going back to like the old school ways of doing certain things and making sure that what you put in your body is actually fulfilling you for your mental, right? So your mind, your soul, how you feel. Eating more lightly is very significant. Eating more fruits and vegetables is significant. And a lot of times too, I used to say to people that, I don't know, I think the meat is weird. I used to say that to people all the time. And I even cut back on eating certain meat. I cut back on certain things. I may go to a butcher, but I cut back. And then now I'm seeing that supposedly Canada was selling clone meat. Bruh. Like, what is going on? Like, honestly, what is going on? So for some of you guys, when it comes to like being awakened before things happen, that is confirmation for some of you, okay? Okay, so initials Q is very significant. You may have the initials Q in your name. Take what resonates with that. Okay, we have here the 9th, okay? So again, the 9th could be very significant too. September might resonate for somebody who's watching this video, and even being born on the 9th could resonate. So for some of you guys being born like May 9th, okay, May, could be very significant. So some of you guys could be a Gemini from what I'm picking up. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective, please? What other messages? What other messages for the collective, please? Thank you. So initials O, okay, is very significant. Obviously take what resonates with that, okay? I'm going to get some channeled messages as well, just to see what comes up. Okay, so we have here London that wanted to show up, okay? London might be very significant at this time when it comes to different culture, spirituality, even diversity of that country could be very significant to the history behind it when it comes to spirituality, right? Some of you guys could be focused on that. Grounding yourself is also significant too. So some of you guys are grounding yourself. Like I said, the Taurus energy could be heightened at this time. Graduating school is very significant for somebody, okay? And also when it comes to stepping into your life purpose, may resonate for some of you guys. Being able to listen to your clients and understand your clients' significance. So say you are a hairdresser or a makeup artist or somebody who has artistic skills and talents. For some of you guys, when it comes to empathy, listening skills, and your creativity, you're very attentive and you know how to understand your clients, okay? For some of you guys, you make people nervous. So that could be even my energy, like even me being a reader. Some of you guys could watch certain videos and wonder, like, how the hell does she know that? I don't know this lady. I don't talk to her. How would she know that? She doesn't know me. Why would she say that? So some of you guys give somebody butterflies, or your energy is very they, like, you make them flutter basically. Okay, so that could be confirmation for somebody watching this video. I'm gonna see if I can get some more messages just to see what shows up. So we have here social media. That's very significant for some of you guys when it comes to networking with other people. And jokingly, I just said, you know, me being a reader and you guys watching, you guys could watch other videos of other tarot readers and wonder, like, how do you know that? Okay, but social media is very significant. Like I said, even when it comes to content creation, when it comes to some of you guys working out, grounding yourself, okay, planting seeds, that is very significant. So yeah, gardening is very significant. Going through certain cycles, right? Patience is very significant. So patience is a virtue for somebody watching this video. That could be something you say too. So again, this came out twice, fall energy, okay? For some of you guys, like I said, when it comes to change, letting go, preparations, Scorpio energy again, that's new beginnings, okay? Even when it comes to like emotions as well, there's something about you being very intense. Pluto did show up, so some of you guys could resonate with also Scorpio placements in Pluto, or just Scorpio placements in general. Mars energy also showed up as well. Like I said, the two zodiac signs that share that planet is Aries and Scorpio. So even if you are an Aries with Scorpio placements, that's confirmation. Or even if you are somebody of a different zodiac sign, but you have heavy Scorpio placements in your big three, that is also confirmation as well, okay? When it comes to knowledge, okay, knowledge and understanding, being able to read energy is very significant. Also, some of you guys may enjoy simplicity, okay? Like I said, I mentioned going back to simple things. So for some of you guys who do work out, right? For some of you guys that do have content creation when it comes to working out in the gym and, you know, showing people what it is that you do when you're working out, when you're at the gym, there's something about simplicity, clarity, and also the way that you direct your energy. So there's something about you being very direct, okay, and how you flow, okay? Swimming is very significant. For some of you guys, when it comes to working out, maybe you guys are thinking about swimming, or even when it comes to just going with the flow of the energy at this time, okay? Someone's North Node is also significant too. So there's something about life lessons that you've learned, okay? Even when it comes to like your karmic path towards your fulfillment, you guys are stepping towards that. Winter also showed up, like I said, okay? So winter showed up and I said that you guys are going into stillness, right? When it comes to like grounding yourself, okay? Then the card no wanted to show up. So for some reason, somebody could be saying no to somebody, but I'm going to pull another card to get more clarity. Yeah, Pisces energy, okay? Yeah, you could be saying no to somebody. So this could be your energy. Pisces energy is very significant, okay? Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? So Taurus again, yeah, you could be saying no to somebody because of what it is that you see, especially if you have Pisces placements in your chart. Some of you guys could see certain things ahead of time, and now you're grounding yourself, okay? Yeah, something in the next 2 days. So you could be telling somebody no, okay, for confirmation. There's something about your boundaries that is very significant. Because you have boundaries and you're protecting yourself at this time, money is also significant too, okay? I'm going to get some cards here and see. Even if it's like 1 or 2, I'll still see if I can get a card for this deck. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time, please? What other messages do you have for the collective at this time, please? Thank you. Okay, so orchids are very significant, okay? When it comes to the flower, the orchid, there's something about your elegance, your uniqueness for some of you guys in the collective. You guys are very rare, and there's something about your inner beauty that stands out, right? Your inner beauty shows up in your outer beauty as well because you do the internal work inside, and it shows on the external, right? So some of you guys may own a orchid. When I think of orchids, I also think about Jamaica too, because a lot of times back home, people grow a lot of orchids and hibiscus back home. So even those flowers could resonate, not even just in Jamaica, but anybody who's watching this video who has these kind of flowers in their home country. That could be, you know, confirmation, right? But even when it comes to like antiques, that is where the rarity and inner beauty comes in. Antiques are very significant. You are just like an antique, so it's rare. It's from a time period of history that you know you'll never ever see again in this lifetime. Like if there's another lifetime, you'll never see the same person. Just maybe the energy is similar, but you'll never see that specific person in another lifetime, okay? So again, obviously take what resonates with you guys. I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for the love and the support that you guys have been giving to me. I appreciate that. And I'll see you next time. All right, guys? Love you guys so much. Have a good day. And yeah, bye.